life of a politician is tough. You work really hard, but everyone blames you for everything that goes wrong. So after a long day on the campaign trail, I wanted nothing more than to relax at home. But due to an odd series of circumstances beyond my control, I've been trapped into having a meal with a man I've been avoiding literally for years. His name is Larry Harmon, and he is a columnist for the Boston Globe.
See, Marty, I didn't think I'd run into you in a Jamaican restaurant in Dorchester, but here you go, you know? Marty, you strike me as a meat and potatoes guy. Do you eat this stuff?
I am, but it's my district.
It is, right?
So I certainly support my district.
Yeah.
I do like rice.
Right.
And there's a lot of rice here.
A lot of rice.
You know?
How about the jerk chicken?
I would eat it. I'd eat anything. I'd try anything. And you know, sometimes I might want things cooked a little extra because that was my training growing up by my mother. You know?
Boil everything to death.
We boil it, boil it or boil it to death.
Yeah, right.
And now, but I'm starting to eat more meat red now.
You need to identify this object. What is that used for?
Is it a bingo dauber?
You got it, man. That is like 100%.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
It's Anthony Petruccelli's
and
bingo
he's endorsed
dauber.
me, so I'm going to take this.
No, he did. Yeah, I read in, I think it was Andrew Ryan's piece, that you're kind of a stationary freak.
Yeah,
so
well,
you've got to say, I've kind of shared the pathology, actually.
Let me tell you, he said I'm stationary, but actually what I meant to say is I love office supply stores. Mm-hmm. You know, and stationery is part of office supply, but I used to work, when I was in high school, as a kid, I worked at a stationery store in Copley Square. It was called Paulson's Office Supply.
Paulson's Office.
And they're based out of Brighton, office in Copley Square. And I just love pens, big pens and different types of pens and the numbers, and I always loved it. This is a different interview, I'll tell you that. You sure you don't want to talk about unions or anything?
No, I don't think I probably
I just want to make sure I didn't know.
I mean, you're polling quite well, but you're polling much better among men than women.
Yeah.
And I'm just
I can't figure that out.
You seem
What's
like
going on?
Like I don't know, like a genial guy. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to figure that out.
I mean, like what is going on, maybe?
Well, I think I don't know. To be honest with you, I think the fact that I'm not married maybe could be one of the reasons, and I don't have any kids. You know, however, I have my girlfriend Laurie, who I love very much, and her daughter Lauren, who I love very much.
You've been with Laurie how long?
For 8 years.
Would it kill you to marry?
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah. All right.
I'm going to work on that.
Yeah.
Very soon. But the thing right now is if I asked you to marry me in the last 4 months or the next 3 weeks, she'd say you're only doing it because you're running for mayor. And I have to say, no, it's not the case. So I obviously dropped the ball for the last 7.5 years.
Right. So win or lose.
But I've learned a lot in the last 4.5 months. So
you can pick up the discussion on January 6th, basically. I wanted to ask you about one other thing. You have a reputation for being extremely fastidious at your home. Like there's no dust, there's nothing out of place. Like what's the deal with that?
My mother had 2 boys and no girls.
Yeah.
And my mother would make, at one point, my father, myself, and my brother was he working construction? Not yet. My brother might not have been working construction yet. We'd have to take the boots off on the porch.
Really?
Before we went in the house.
Yeah.
So that means we're working construction, we get home, it's winter time, and we have to take our boots off before we even walk into the hallway. So I think I got that training from my mother,
like
and I just know where things are, and I like to be organized. I mean, I think it's important to be organized.
Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks. This is great.
Talking to you.
This is great.